Hello, everybody. This is Christine Salisbury, Camp Director for Camp Cedars. I'm very excited for this coming summer. This is going to be recapping the information presented at the March 12th pre-camp leader meeting and also our phone conference we had on March 22nd. So we're going to cover a few new programs that are offered this summer, some updates in the online registration system, and also the check-in process and how to sign up for those programs coming up in April. As you can see, the screen now is at goscoutcamping.org. So you can reference that page where all of these resources that I'm going to refer to are located at. If you click on additional resources, that'll bring up a new page that you can see various promotional materials, the leader guide. Any waivers are here in the middle of the screen for aviation, for ATV programs, and also for equestrian programs. The pre-check swim check form is there as well. And then further down on the page are all the handouts that were available at the pre-camp leader meetings. So I'm going to go ahead and dive in. And first, we're going to talk about program highlights. So for program highlights, new this summer, we're going to offer textile and animation merit badge. We are offering about 50 merit badges this summer. All of those have been listed on the program schedule that was out in November, and also the program guide, which is online as of March 1st, that outlines more prerequisites for all of the merit badges we offer. Our airsoft program is something I'm very excited about. This will be held at our shooting sports area at the pistol range. It will incorporate both rifle, shotgun, and pistol. And then at the end of the week, do a 3-gun competition. So that's recommended for our scouts that are 13 years or older. It's not a required age, but definitely preferred that we get some of the older scouts in that program. It is offered five class periods throughout the week, so we're excited about that. With Kit Fox, we have identified which requirements from Scout rank all the way through first class that we will be working on for the week, and also focused on swimming, first aid, and fingerprinting merit badges. If any of your scouts are blue swimmers, then they will work on the swimming merit badge requirements. If they're white or red swimmers, they will work on some of those requirements, but also to further get them to a blue swimmer. The fingerprinting merit badge will actually be taught on Monday evening, so it will not be throughout the day. It'll be just Monday evening, and that's open for all scouts throughout the camp. One new program we're offering is Operation Eagle. It's a new older boy program, and it's for scouts 14 years or 13 and completed the 8th grade. This registration, as I'll get into here in a few minutes, as far as it will open earlier than the rest of the programs. So a little bit more about that program. 2 days are going to be backpacking. They're going to use a covered wagon the covered wagon trail from Camp Cedars over to Camp Eagle. Have an overnight on Monday night there at Camp Eagle and do some additional shooting sports. We actually just got atlatls in this last week, so we're excited to offer some unique program for those scouts. Between Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, they're going to be split up into 3 patrols, so those patrols will rotate between horseback riding on the trails at Cedars, tubing down the Platte River for about 4 or 5 miles. They're going to put in just west of camp and then take out there at Camp Eagle. And then mountain biking for a day, which we're going to utilize our trails at our neighboring property, Calvin Crest, and they have at least 4 or 5 miles of trails, which some of them are easy and some of them are going to be some challenge to the scouts. So this will be an all-day, all-week program. So it is intended for scouts to participate in the entire week, as the structure of this schedule is going to be a little bit different compared to the structure of the class periods and everything else that we offer. So a little more details with Tri-State High Adventure Base. This was launched last year. It was the first year for 2 treks down the Missouri River. They canoed about 160 plus miles, starting up in South Dakota and then going all the way down to Omaha, Nebraska. Why it's mentioned here is that we're actually opening the opportunity for any scouts and leaders who are traveling to Camp Cedars with their troop, but they actually want to go on either the Missouri River Canoe Trek or one of the new treks that we're offering is the Lust Hills Backpacking Trek. Both of those are kind of based out of Little Sioux Scout Ranch. And then the Lust Hills Backpacking Trek will utilize both Little Sioux property and then also the Lust Hills in that area. So any scouts that are coming to Camp Cedars can be transported from camp out to Little Sioux and then back to Camp Cedars to where hopefully it'll relieve some travel logistics for the units coming out to camp. As far as arrival for check-in for TSHAB, any scouts and leaders that are going on the TSHAB trek, they need to be at Camp Cedars by between 12 o'clock and 1:30. Our normal check-in starts about 1 o'clock, but the bus leaves at 1:30 to head up to Little Sioux where they can start their check-in process for their experience. If you have indicated that you have some scouts and adults that would like to do the TSHAB option on your registration for Cedars, please go ahead and go to tshab.org. That's tshab.org and sign up with the TSHAB trek. So there is a separate registration for that adventure. New this summer is the trades program. This is offered only week 5, which is July 10th through the 16th. Again, this is an all-day, all-week program, and we're actually working with various unions throughout Omaha and getting the scouts into the profession as far as into the workplace and learning from the professionals with various merit badges. Some of those merit badges include American labor, truck transportation, welding, and there's at least 8 of them that we're really excited about. If you go to our GoScoutCamping.org webpage, you're going to see a trades program flyer here, and then also I'll talk a little bit about Light Week in a second, and then our Operation Eagle flyer as well. With Trades Week, it is a program limited to maybe 20 people at this time. We're trying to increase the capacity, maybe up to 28 people. So make sure when you're signing up for programs, this will be a program that scouts can select. Listed out in the program guide is an email address for Randy Royal. He's one of our volunteers here with the council, and he's been working with the unions to set up this program. So you can utilize him as far as any additional questions that you have about the Trades Week. I already mentioned Airsoft. So Light Week. Light Week is going to be July 5th through the 9th. So that is going to offer a few unique opportunities, both training opportunities for youth and adults. You can see here listed, we have BSA Lifeguard, BSA Paddlecraft Safety, Wilderness First Aid, which is great for anybody going on a high adventure trek or even around the area that you want to receive that experience. NRA instructor training to utilize some of our shooting sports opportunities. Webelos Open House. We're excited to get some of the Webelos that are crossing over not only this year but also for next year and have them taste test what Camp Cedars is, and they can look forward to that in their future years for summer camp. Climbing instructor level 1 and also instruction to outdoor leader skills will be offered not only this week but also throughout every week of the summer. To sign up for Light Week opportunities, you can actually select your individual course and sign up for that today. If you go to our GoScoutCamping.org page, scroll all the way to the bottom, you will see our Light Week opportunities there that you can sign up for. For Order the Arrow, we have Brotherhood ceremonies that will happen on Tuesday night. Our Order the Arrow coordinator this year is Alex Ronfeld, so you can talk with him on Sunday as you arrive to camp as far as anybody interested in the Brotherhood ceremonies. You can also indicate that on your online registration, and to where we can know that you are whichever scout is interested in advancing. OA Service Corps is an opportunity for scouts to give back to the camp throughout the morning, pretty much all their mornings throughout their week, and then select other programs that they would like to participate in the afternoon. So we usually just offer this towards the end of our summer, but this year we're excited to offer it every single week of the summer. For Nanny Bazoo, which is another one of our honor societies there at Camp Cedars, or honor camping organization. We have a coordinator, Nick Anderson, that's going to join us this summer again. And on Sunday, when you guys arrive to camp, similar with OA, you can communicate any advancement opportunities for the youth, and also any adult nominations for both youth and adult. Again, additional resources for any program details, you can check out the program guide and also the program schedule, which again, goscoutcamping.org. And you can see here towards the top of the page, we have the program guide and then the program schedule as well. We're going to roll into a few registration details. Our Camp Cedars timeline, which this document is available under our additional resources page, the 2016 timeline, and utilizing discounts. So this timeline has outlined pretty much April, May, and June, any deadlines coming up. I'm going to highlight a few of these, which April 1st is the next one coming up, which is all of our campership applications are due here in our Mid-America Council office. So make sure you get those in. We will review those in a timely manner, and units will be notified on the 8th. So that following Friday, the unit leaders will know any youth that has received a campership. As I mentioned, for program signups, which we'll get into this here in a minute, April 21st, all the programs will open up. As you can see here, the sign up for Operation Eagle is going to look a little bit differently, and it's going to open up on the 8th. Again, I'll get to that in a second. So in May, we have May 1st is the primary deadline for any youth that is paid in full will receive a free customized T-shirt. And also that's the day that the discounted rate concludes. After May 1st, any youth that is canceled on your unit's registration, there will be a $100 cancellation fee between May 2nd and June 1st. And then after June 1st is a $330 cancellation fee for any scout dropped from the registration. Now this is primarily in place as I'm hiring camp staff for the summer, ordering program supplies. We have youth that are in units that are currently registering for camp. So we just want to make sure that they are able to get into camp, and also that we have the reasonable amount of supplies for camp. And then of course you will arrive to camp in either June or July. Discounts this year. I'm very excited to offer some new discounts and also explain a little bit a new change as far as the camp cards. I'll first dive into the camp cards, as I know I've heard a lot of positive feedback about this so far. With camp cards, anyone selling throughout April or March and April, I do understand that usually units pay ahead of time and then are refunded for after selling the camp cards. Now, underneath the unit, underneath every individual on the registration, underneath the attendee tab, you will see towards the bottom of that information a discount box explaining it, and then also a checkbox like here on the screen to check the box that yes, this scout is working their way to get to camp via camp cards. And then you can enter in either $300 or $150 or whatever amount it's going to take as far as to get that kid to camp. So if they're working to pay their way 100% to camp, you would put $300 here, and that would actually show up as a temporary discount for the scout. So you will see that $300 has been applied for that scout, and it'll show paid in full. Now from the back end, we will be able to confirm that yes, this scout has officially sold X amount of camp cards to get their free way to camp, and also that yes, they have attended camp. So that will be confirmed. The discounts will all be confirmed on the back end from the office. A few other discounts we're offering is a multi-week discount. So if your scout is coming to either Camp Cedars and Tri-State High Adventure, so if they're doing both of those experiences, or coming out to Camp Cedars for 2 weeks, we'd love to have them, and it's a great opportunity to get $50 off their second week of camp. So you can easily check the box there. If they're attending a high adventure base through our council contingents, it's $100 off. For siblings, there's actually $25 off per scout. So if you have 2 or 3 siblings that are coming out, select $25 off per sibling, and again that'll be applied per scout. And then the OA Service Corps, it is $100 off as they're giving service back to the camp. If you select that they would like Service Corps prior to April 21st, then we are able to see that yes, these scouts are active in the OA and they would be great candidates to provide that to be in that program. So we will further be looking at the scouts that are interested in the program and be able to communicate that yes, they are great candidates to sign up. Camperships, as you see, are not listed in here. Again, we're going to be notifying all the units and applying those credits by April 8th. So it'll be before all of our program signups, to where we will take care of camperships in a different way than these discounts. The only way in order to fully pay for camp 100% via discounts is through camp cards. The maximum amount of discounts that can be applied per scout is $200. So just you can't pay 100% of your way via discounts except through camp cards. So I might as well dive into program sign-up details. Again, this form here, if you go to GoScoutCamping.org and then the additional resources, you can see program sign-up instructions, and that'll lead you to this handout. So Operation Eagle, as I've mentioned a few times, will open April 8th at 4:00 p.m. Central Standard Time. All scouts will initially go to a wait list. There's 3 different items of information that we want to collect for every scout, and that includes their rank, their number of years that they've attended Cedars, not including 2016, and then also any previous high adventure experiences. So this could include the high adventure bases, NOAC, if they've gone to a jamboree, even if they've gone to, like your unit has gone out to Colorado to climb some 14ers or other kind of high adventure type experiences, even at the unit level, please go ahead and write out those experiences for each scout. Again, that's only any scouts that are interested in Operation Eagle. So I do understand that some scouts, if they're not in this program, that they may not come to camp. I also understand if they're not in this program, then they need some time in order to find out what other classes that they would like to be in for the summer. So that is why we're opening this early. Again, that's April 8th. And then by the 14th, we will be able to notify which scouts are confirmed in Operation Eagle. We've had a lot of great interest with the program. I'm expecting a lot of people to sign up for the program. So we just want to make sure the best scouts are have this opportunity. And then all programs are going to open April 21st at 6 o'clock p.m. So for all weeks, for all programs, they will open up all together. This includes ATVs. I know ATVs, the last couple of years, we've staggered different dates per age. ATVs will 100% be open for everyone on the 21st. So it outlines a few tips here on this handout. There's only 4 classes this year that require an age. In the program schedule and program guide, you'll see a lot of recommended ages. These are recommended. It's not required, except for those 4 programs listed. And it's up to the unit leader to know that scout better and to know, yes, they are ready for this type of class or this merit badge or whatever program that they would like to participate in. I've also outlined on the back of this handout kind of a how-to, as you can see exactly how to best register the classes. As you can't see this option at the moment in your registration system, here's a guide for when the classes do go live, how you can easily and quickly register for classes. I will be available via phone when you guys are registering for classes. The best phone number for me is down here at the bottom of the page. And also Michelle Kerr at the council office. She is a program assistant, and she is a great resource for any of these questions as well. For the check-in process, it's going to look very similar to last summer. So as you arrive to camp, we want to get you out to your campsites and allow you to settle in for a second, move all your equipment out there. Your camp ambassador will meet you kind of in the admin area and take you to your campsite and make sure everything at your campsite is ready. With any medical forms and medications there at the Health Lodge, you have 2 different options. You can either turn medical forms in prior to your arrival to camp, as we have a few medical review dates that are listed online, or you can bring those to camp and review them at camp. If you turn in your medical forms earlier, again, I mentioned there's a few different dates out. You can see here as far as medical review dates and also to register. This will quicken your check-in process. So it's a great opportunity and make sure everything's complete. We do require that you utilize the BSA annual health and medical record. We can't accept school forms or other forms that are out there. It has to be the BSA health and medical record. For any medications, it does need to be in the original containers or an approved packaging, which is outlined in our additional resources. Schedule 2 medications have to be locked up at the Health Lodge. You can see, again, additional resources page on GoScoutCamping.org. You can see here as far as which medications are considered Schedule 2. Any other medications that are not within, that don't have to be at the Health Lodge can be locked up there at the campsite under adult supervision. Swim checks, they can either be completed prior to your arrival or during your arrival at camp. We can take either and then get you guys some swim tags and also wristbands depending on your level of swimming. Waivers, as I mentioned towards the beginning of this presentation, that they're available under additional resources. It also outlines in the program guide which classes require waivers. Troop photos, those are going to be optional, and we're going to be able to email those to...
Aaron, please call 225 Aaron.
The troop photos will email those out to the leaders in order that they can be printed from your end and also distributed as necessary. Then, as far as additional any documents that are needed at camp, I've put this kind of checklist together that you can utilize as a unit, making sure you have health and medical records, the medications, the waivers, and then also the pre-check or the pre-camp swim check. So a little checklist for the leaders. The check-in for LDS units for the LDS encampment on July 18th. That'll be Monday morning. I have outlined that a little further here with the check-in process for LDS encampment, as it will be earlier Monday morning. And the primary differences to consider is that the medical forms must be turned in prior to your arrival, where we can review those and make sure they are fully complete. And then also the swim checks need to be completed prior to your arrival. I've put together this parent information sheet to where you can utilize this and give it to your parents to where they're more informed of what is expected from them for their scout attending camp. Medications, health and medical record, the waivers, and then also more details with the parent night. Friday night that they can come out and either eat dinner at the dining hall with other troops, or if your troop is doing a dinner at your campsite, and then join us for closing campfire that night. It also provides the camp mailing address, as everyone enjoys mail at camp, and then also our additional resources, both online and also the camp phone number or Michelle at the office. So again, utilize this document to share with your parents. As always, you can definitely contact myself, Christine Salisbury, and I can provide you with any answers or any guidance that you may need. Michelle Kerr, the council office, she's also a great resource, so you can definitely reach out to us with any information you may need. I think with that's pretty much most of the information I wanted to communicate. So thank you guys for your time, and thanks for watching this video. Enjoy your day.